Caught it right near the start for once. Hello. Why does the game seem to be getting louder and louder to me? Princess. Princess. Are you well? Yes, you're dangerous. We shouldn't go there. You're the most important person I have. Women like Sierra are just my type, but unfortunately she doesn't seem to have any interest. Remember, Grant, it's important to recognize when your attempts are futile. Some men think that by being persistent they are proving their love to the woman, but in reality they are just creepy. Don't be creepy, Glenn. Usually my daily life consists only of writing and travelling. Rarely do I get the pleasure of trying out my musical arts. Did you know that when I was a little boy, I was a travelling showman and toured all over Algeria with a troupe? Even as a child I had a very deep voice and could delight the audience with it. And you don't anymore, Victor. When my magical talent was recognised, I was sent to the University of Nisha. My master Bartholomew suggested that I devote myself to musical magic. It was the perfect fit for me. If you want to make small talk, you're in the wrong place. But since I am drunk, I can make an exception. Did you know I own an airship? The Himmelskaiser, and I even have a crew member. We travelled to Volandis because the Hodge was supposed to be anchored here, and our ship needed repairs. I had myself dropped off in Frankfurt with a little money, once the repairs were to be done after a couple of weeks. I was supposed to be picked up. I wish we had better timing, then we could have flown to Tormund on the Himmelskaiser, and that would have saved us the trouble. But fortunately we are now through Katara in one piece. I just hope this quest is worth the effort, because I have to get back to Frankfurt somehow too. When I left the castle, I wanted to be sure not to make any naive mistakes. I knew my savings wouldn't last forever, and I would have to do hard, exhausting work that would push me to my limits. I was prepared for that tough world out there, so I thought. But the real problem wasn't doing the hard work. The real problem was finding work to begin with. Bob and I almost starved to death. Fortunately, he found a job with the city guard and was able to finance us for a few months. Then a job opened up for me, too. Bob was concerned that it might be too dangerous. We did it anyway. You've had enough of dry bread and watery soup. This was the first instructive lesson for me after I left the castle. Scream? A strange one at that. There's something wrong. We heard someone screaming. Oh, that. I didn't expect you to notice. What are you talking about? What happened out there? Oh, I think I know what it was. How about you explain it to my friends, landlord? With pleasure. Please follow me outside. The reason for this scream is this here flower. What do you mean? The flower can scream? Why pick one, yes. Let me explain. As you know, there is a soul in every living being, whether animal, human, monster or plant. It is developed differently depending on the being. A plant does not have much of it. A monster has a corrupt version. When a living being dies, the soul leaves the body and flows into the maelstrom, a vortex in which all the ether of this world is united. In this whirlpool, the soul dissolves and mixes with other souls. When a living being is born, a new soul forms in the whirlpool.
of ether and enters the body. It is an eternal cycle. These plants are very special. People here call them white roses because their true name is unknown in Valandis. It's actually called the Weeping Mary. It has a special characteristic in that when it dies, you can see how the soul leaves its body and disappears into thin air.
Sounds like a human scream. How terrifying.
And quite annoying for many farmers. You seem to have a soft spot for this plant. The whole garden is full of them. Scream may be disturbing, but their appearance is beautiful. Did you hear that? What was that scream? Princess? Where are you, Princess?
Let us draw the curtain for tonight.
Many people find the soup disgusting. If it is not prepared properly, they are right. One must remove the muddy taste of the toad by letting it swim alive in clear water. That's nonsense. Why are you still drunk? It's the muddy taste that gives the toad soup the right aroma. Mud is nothing more than damp dirt. You don't mean to tell me that dirt carries taste? Hey, I've eaten both variations. Your toad soup lacks any taste. Oh, Sienna, have you slept well?
Where is she?
Who are you talking about?
Linny. She wasn't in our room. I thought she was out here.
Are you talking about the young girl? She left the inn with the first rays of the morning. Seemed to be in a hurry. What? But why would she not wait for us? This can't be true. She does not want to pay us off? Don't believe that. Did not seem particularly stingy. Maybe she has realized that you have not earned your reward. After all, she travelled half the way here only with the redhead. Whatever the reason may be, let's follow her. We should catch up with her quickly. Thanks for your hospitality. You're welcome any time.
Please visit us again soon.
Those fucking rare drops. Seriously, why only... This can trigger them just by walking through them as annoying. I hope you are able to catch up with your friend. About the living beings in Aldria, there are 5 of their kind: the plants, the monsters, the animals, the humans, and the gods. This chapter shall focus on humans. They are numerous, from different species and well documented. The most common species are the ape-like humos. Since time immemorial, they have been found in every corner of the world and were represented in every social class. Like in olden times, species other than the humos used to live in their own communities. That was before the War of the Thousand Kingdoms. The small but wise Memorians, for example, founded the Vati culture. The elegant Hyom-like Yves created the Galatina Empire. Nowadays, they all live intermingled, and only rarely can you find villages belonging to only one species. An example of this are the Soba on Hecandria. But the lizard-like Lisbon, there were once two, those that came from the desert and of the sun, and those that rarely left the water. One was found in Nebrelia, and the other in Miranda. The most exciting species is that of the Gimel, because they are the oldest and have no visual relation in the animal kingdom, while the Thera resemble predatory cats, and Polka resemble pigs, and the Fiora resemble fish. The Gimel resemble jello. Their bodies do not have a uniform shape, instead taking on the appearance that the individual creature wills. In short periods of time, they can separate their bodies and join with others of their species. When they do this, they share memories and experiences. The Gimel are so rare that little else is known about them. Yes, that's the wrong way, and not gonna let me teleport, of course not. Fine. Fucking go forward. Okay. Yeah, the first hikers from the Katara Mountains arriving so early. You must have slept at old Diamondbacks. Indeed, we are on our way to Tormund. Our companion has gone ahead. Have you seen her? No, unfortunately not. Are you sure? Don't you want to know what she looks like to begin with? This time in the morning, only people from Tormund's direction pass by here. Nobody crosses the mountains in the dark. So if someone comes from your direction at this time of the day, they probably slept at the White Rose Inn. I would have noticed someone passing by. Believe me. The village of Eden is close. We should ask there instead of interrogating this dubious figure. Do what you want, but if your companion was a woman, you should hurry. What do you mean? Never mind, never mind. Just the ramblings of a dubious figure. Farewell. Let us make haste. Group of scientists has set up camp in the west. Wonder what they're looking for. Do you need anything? Don't really have anything useful to me. So it's just a sell button for this screen. You come from old Dumberworth? Phew, I wouldn't want to spend a single night there. He's a strange fellow, and there are a lot of scary rumours about him. Started when he came to Eden from Tormund. At that time there was no inn here, and instead of opening one in the village, he moved closer to Kotara. If you travel northeast, you'll reach the flower fields of Perpetua. Be sure to pack some medicine so that you can protect yourself from startle seance. Oh joy. What's coming there? On the way to Tormund? You almost made it.
There is only one forest bigger than the Fiora Woods of Valandis, the Inner Sanctum. Forbidden to go there, and if you ask me, it's too dangerous as well. I had fairies live there and play tricks on humans.
A few months ago, a mob set out for the old Dimebird. Reason was Yelena, the daughter of our fisherman. She wanted to meet her fiancé and set out for the entrance to the Kotara Mountains. However, she never arrived. He must have passed by the White Rose Inn, but Dimebird would not hear of it. He could have missed her, of course, but he was suspiciously sure she never passed there. People thought he was a strange guy anyway. The mob then turned his house upside down but couldn't find anything. My wife got some delicious coffee today. Would you like to try some? Look out where you're going. Those mushrooms are worth some money in Tormund. Supposedly, Dimebird of the White Rose Inn was once a scientist. People say he was researching something forbidden and was running out of town. Can you believe it? I bet it has to do with human experimentation. Now he is a simple innkeeper. It wants us to think that. Can people really change? Keep away from the western part of the Fiora Woods. Forest dragons can be found there. Living in the woods, they may have lost the ability to breathe fire. They're still very dangerous. Continents of Eldria form a ring. You look at them in the form of a clock. From 1 to 4 o'clock you will find the continent of Wapan, the largest of the continents. Here not only the free cities share the landscape, but also the Einreich, the Republic of Dorva, and the city-state of Vati. In the far north, where the climate is harsh, live the High Brothers. This land of vast plains changes to the south into the largest mountain range in Eldria, Ramunda, before heading southwest to the temperate plains and southeast to the wild jungles of Vati. Continuing to follow the clock hand, between 4 and 7 o'clock, you will find the elongated continent of Du. Due to old documents of drunken sailors, the continent has long been wrongly classified as a chain of islands. Here, the Suna and Hana populations live in an eternal war, which was already instigated before the War of the Thousand Kingdoms. The peace treaty at the end of the Fifth Era, which was forced upon them, did not change much. Between 7 and 9 o'clock lies the continent of Brangian, which has been completely ruled by the Galatina Empire since time immemorial. Unfortunately, there is not much left of either the Empire nor the continent itself, as they were completely devoured by the fungus. Between 9 and 11 lines Jadar, which is dominated by the Doma Desert. Here lies the Empire of Revolution to the south and Nebrelia to the north. 12 o'clock, we'll find our beautiful home, Volandis. Too big to call it an island, too small for a continent. Finally, the island of Miranda exists in the middle of the ring. This ends the tour around the known world. Outside of the continents lies the Ring Sea. And what is outside of them? Nobody knows. Only the rock mass Pangaea in the north was discovered beyond the Ring Seas. But except for the coast where the mighty Baki live, nothing is known about this place. I have a very bad feeling about this. Oh, my eyes. What's going on? I need to change my glasses quickly. Oh, I did not expect to get this reaction playing this game. This time, but normally I have a pretty good sense for a person's character, and I couldn't get much out of him. Do you think Lenny is possibly still there? You're not going to tell me that the guy kidnapped Lenny while I was sleeping next to her? My sleep is not very deep, I'll have you know. We don't know if he mixed anything into the drinks, though. You can't be serious. Enough, we have to go back. He's right. If we are wrong about our assumptions, she will surely be able to manage the way to Tormund on her own. But if the rumors are true, let's head back. Bug me. Dimebird? What is this place? Are these cells? I need to find Lenny, fast. Experiment was a success. I was able to transfer our plant's ether into another plant. The magical potential increased drastically, but that was only the easy part. The results of my experiments are astonishing. I was able to put the soul of a plant into a monster. Again, the magical potential increased. Unfortunately, the monster died. My colleagues will not like to hear it. I have to change my test objectives. Test objects, whatever. The Court of Ethics has banned me from Tormund. Wage war for over a century, but cry foul when a few lives are lost. Without human experimentation, I won't be able to get any results. Progress. The human test subject increased their magical abilities immensely, but similar to the monsters, no one survived the experiments. However, succeeded multiple times in embedding the human souls into plants. They survived the procedure and are blooming in white splendor throughout my garden. Ooh. Princess! What did he do to you, Princess? She is unconscious but otherwise fine. Let us take her and leave quickly. And straight into my trap. Only you had moved on to Torment and not listened to the gossip of the villagers. You lousy piece of shit! I'll kill you! Do not waste your strength. The way I see it, we will spend the next few days having a good time together. You think these bars will prevent me from slitting your throat then? I'm pretty sure they'll hold your anger. They've been tested several times, so calm down for now. And you are involved in these things as well, child.
What is this all about?
You know me as Dimebert, the landlord of this cozy inn, but I'm actually a former scientist from Torment. And this here is my laboratory, my little laboratory. What sick shit have you been doing here? Glad you asked. For centuries, the magical potential of all races has been declining from generation to generation. In a few decades, nobody will be able to cast magic anymore. My goal is to tickle out this potential. For this reason, you're abducting people? If I can infuse several souls into one living being, I might raise its magical potential tremendously. So I developed a procedure to catch and infuse souls. I obviously needed test subjects though. I started with flowers, but eventually switched to monsters, then humans. Unfortunately, I forgot one thing. The soul is not only a collection of ether, it is the collective consciousness of a living being. With a soul, I transferred not only ether, but also personalities and memories. It's like a second identity would enter the body. The highly developed human mind broke immediately. It went insane. Theoretically, it was a success. The magical potential increased. If it had not killed itself, its body would have endured the strain and would still be alive. Can you believe it?
You did this?
Hey, you're awake. I already thought their screams sounded differently. The weeping Marys in your garden, are they? Human souls I infused into flowers. Only some of them, I must add. The ether makes them bloom even prettier. You're mad. Fully developed human mind that can see, hear and feel trapped inside a flower, deprived of everything.
Nobody noticed the disappearance of so many people.
Most people here are travelers whose homes are far away, and the Katara Mountains are not considered very safe. If once a month a person disappeared, no one would think anything of it. But I must confess, maybe I overdid it a bit. The people of Eden got suspicious.
Alright, thanks for answering my questions. In retrospect, I shouldn't have asked, so let's stop it here. You'll pay now.
And how will you do this? How?
You don't actually think such a lousy lock could keep me in, do you?
After them. I'll never forgive this man. Lily, are you able to walk?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just at a loss for words. Then save them for now.
Witness to wind, I shall raise up my body. Really yet. Formation. Yeah. You back up there. And there. Now. Oh. I really wish I could see him out. Oh well. Damn it. How did this happen? Where do you think you're going, child? Stop right there. Die, bird. This is... There's nowhere left, you monster.
Your abominable deeds will have an end now.
A letter. To me. The girl? What are you waiting for? Go, or you'll get a beating. This magical potential. Impossible. Well, now you are at a loss for words, aren't you? Our letter's the only one who survived the infusion of countless souls. You're not serious. I swear to you, shitface, you'll never get out of here alive. You do not decide that. Go on, letter. Show them your power.
I don't want to get down.
What is this, our letter? That can't be all you've got. It's over, Dimebird. You brat, you're useless. Stop! What are you doing? Not the flowers! Stop it! My precious flowers! Ah! She lives. The wounds are severe. We can only treat them temporarily. We'll have to bring her to a doctor. But are we doing her a favour? It is not for us to decide.
Even in times of peace, one is not spared from the cruelty of man.
If you think this was a particularly cruel example, then you haven't experienced much of the world yet.
Are you telling me that this is a common story to tell at a campfire?
No. It's a common story to withhold at a campfire. Ah, that should do it. We have to go. Let's take her to Eden. The doctor will take care of her. Poor girl. I cannot fathom what she has been through. Thanks for solving the problem with Dimebird. There was a lot of gossip about him, but nobody would have thought that such cruelties were committed on his property. I must thank you as well. My daughter, Yelena, was probably one of his victims. He disappeared without a trace a few moons ago. That didn't suit her well. I think about what he did to her. We'll leave for the White Rose Inn right away and take care of his property. Just wish I could strangle this monster with my own hands. Now shut up. Can't a person here drink this ale in peace? Sorry, we'll be quieter. Volume is not even the problem, dollface, but the content. He is talking crap. I can't listen to that. What do you mean? Please avoid the conversation. This is General Godfrey of Turin. Usually he comes here for a drink because the constant rain and torment depresses him too much. Or so he says. He is not to be joked with.
I do not know him. He must be new.
And we shouldn't get to know him. Remember, Matthew, keep your identity secret until we are in torment. It's not far away. This Dimebird, or what he was called, wanted to change the world. He wanted to accomplish great deeds. This is admirable. Didn't you hear what he was doing? Of course I did. Do you know how many people stand in the way of progress and are crushed every day? The weak just die. No different to a good old-fashioned war. How can... Now be quiet. What are you trying to tell me, huh? You don't agree with me? Do you want to claim that the life of your daughter weighs more than progress? Killian, hold yourself back. Even if you beat him up and we run away, the village will surely feel the consequences. Just father another daughter. It can't be that hard for you. You're breeding like rabbits. You probably remember the gutter where you fell upon her mother for the first time. Find a new victim there. You arsehole. What did you say? Who do you think you're talking to? I... Glenn! I'm sorry. What have you done? We'll take revenge on the entire village. Can this day get any worse? He's asleep? Oh, thank God. And you? I'm grateful for Dimebird, but please leave now. We're lucky he will have forgotten everything when he wakes up.
There's this Dimebird, then General Godfrey. What's wrong with these people?
Well, people have the potential to be as angels, and yet often they choose to act like demons. But we must not let it get us down. It is our job to make the world a better place. That's why we have to rebuild our group, Glenn. Let us move on. We'll leave the village to the north.
Are you well, Raphael? I had a demon attack the banquet.
I only got a few scratches from it.
That's a relief. You're needed here. His Holiness is behaving strangely.
How so?
He closed half of all the churches in South Pangaea, and almost all orphanages in free cities. Can you imagine the chaos that is going on right now? The citizens are terrified. They're losing their faith.
He has his reasons.
Only I do not see these reasons. I've already spoken to Sir Domin.
Inquisitor Eva, don't worry so much. This blade serves to judge heretics. It has no other function. This topic does not fall within your jurisdiction.
We are the swords of the church. You don't have to tell me that. But if I do not know His Holiness's targets, where do I strike?
Sword does not need to see. It must be guided by a steady hand. Then it can find its targets. His Holiness knows what he is doing.
Inquisitor White.
He is awaiting us. Come. We'll talk another time.
Look at that, Raphael. Why are you back?
There were complications. I had to...
Yes. I have already heard about it. A demon or something. Have you forgotten your orders? You are the most reliable sword I have at hand, and therefore it hurts me all the more that you return so early.
Forgive me, Your Holiness. I will leave for Valandis immediately. It is in good hands with me. Under my supervision, the Church will be able to expand even further.
Why Valandis, if I may ask, Your Holiness?
Valandis is a swamp of the wicked. As you know, war has been raging there for years. It is time that we show the pagans the true way. Let Raphael see to it that we gain a foothold there. Marcus now receives you. Oh, great. You three come along with me. There we have the reason for our red numbers, His Holiness himself. Watch your tongue, and like you, I have a reputation to keep. Cannot blame the bad business on him alone. Can't. The church division is squandering money all over the place. Soldiers, churches, priests, orphanages. Do you know in how many countries people still pay taxes? Almost nowhere. I hear that you have had to close several locations. Where does the money you save go? Probably running away from you. You make it easy for yourselves. We may not make a direct profit, but the success of all your departments is based on our work. We are the ones who civilize barbarians. We turn monkeys into men so that they are able to use your tools and throw money into your purses. Without the church, you are nothing. Hear, hear. Well spoken. Enough. Stop it altogether. His Holiness certainly has good reasons to come to close some of his locations. I trust him. He is the foundation of our faith. I tolerate no disrespect. Forgive me, my lord. But it is time for results. I read the reports from Valandis. Inquisitor Raphael, I trust you will be returning shortly. I will do so tonight, my lord. Normally, no beast would scare me away, but this red-eyed demon was in a league of its own. Red-eyed, you say? My lord? Please, come closer. The rest of you leave the room. My lord. Closer. Kneel down. Impossible. My lord? You actually met her there, did you not? What do you mean, my lord? The Holy Mother. She is in Valandis. Can that be? Does fate bring them together? I do not quite understand. From now on you are under my direct command. But my faith binds me to His Holiness. And it will stay that way, Raphael. Listen to me, your mission remains basically unchanged. But beyond that, you have two things to do for me. First, somewhere in Valandis lies the grave of Lady Raina. You must find it. The grave of Lady Raina? But even more importantly is that you bring the Holy Mother to me. She has returned. You met her at the banquet. Her name? She is Princess Celestia Valkyrie of Tyrann. Bring her to me, Raphael. She is the foundation of our faith and our company. A very long time ago, when Eldria was still divided into thousands of kingdoms, and wars raged in every corner, an abysmal evil appeared. It is said that it was created out of the suffering, despair, and hatred of mankind. Within 7 days, it plunged the world into a sea of flames, inexorably extinguishing life almost everywhere. No weapons existed that could destroy it. Eldria seemed lost. However, with the power of the one God and under the guidance of the Holy Mother, the evil could be sealed. Until today it sleeps in its cage, waiting for its chance. The arrival of the Holy Mother is a sign. The time for the final battle draws near. Raphael, who stands at the crossroads of destiny, it is your task that we follow the light on the right path. You are responsible for the future of this world. Paralyzed move. Like that. Can I teleport now? Yes, I can. Hooray. We got some exploring to do. Bloody well split me up and threw me around this goddamn area. Right, this was the bridge area. Bullshit that you can't fucking see. Fucking not. Fucking not have shit like that. No, I've got to put up with shit like this, don't you? You not have fucking people fucking be able to fucking hit the fucking targets! Ugh. That just makes me somewhat piss me off. Die already! Fucking useless. Get the fuck up, stay the fuck up, don't fucking go down. Die! No fucking time. God's sake. Stop being a little shit game. What's that laptop side? Down, do I actually go down? Leveling system. fucking knock it off with spamming that damn move as well. Ugh. It would not let me go over here before, so... Oh, can't. How do we get into that area then? Yeah, fine, whatever. I am not even going to question. Getting a lot of stuff that I don't know about. Oh, right. A lot of animals. I'm enjoying it, and although there have been a few moments. Being annoyed about actually forcing me around a path I want to explore. I'm into looking down. I hate this fucking overheat system though. I think it's fucking stupid. Basically, the bar on the top left, when it's in orange, everything is basically normal. When it gets into green, you're in prime fighting condition and your skills cost less to use and you do more damage and you take less damage. But when it's in overheat, your skills cost double and you take double damage and you do less damage. It's annoying. Thankfully there are ways to control it. You get a move highlighted in yellow, it will actually lower the bar down, but you have to get friggin' moves highlighted in yellow to do that. That's the problem. Forcing me up into fucking every single fucking round doesn't fucking help. Ugh. Defending also causes it to lower. getting attacked causes it to go. Which is it? Oh, fucking won't give me any fucking error moves with it. Fucking. God fucking sake, let me lower the fucking bar down! Ugh! Finally! Ugh. A little bit to work with, another one. Ugh. Management can be a complete pain in the arse like that sometimes. I have no idea what's going on there though. Oh no, look. Yeah, that was not a boss fight. Even remotely a boss fight. Granted, I don't think I'm meant to be there at this point in the game, but... Damn well, let me explore game, or I'm gonna be really annoyed. Really, but I already... Fine. Don't let me bloody go back through there. Ugh! Fucking hate you sometimes, game. Right. I get up there to explore, I can't go back there to explore, I can't go around there to explore, I can't go up there to explore. Right, that's me utterly fucking cock-blocked there at every single fucking turn. Wonderful. It's over here then. Part of the forest is sealed off. Okay. Can't explore up there either. Okie doke. Annoying. Still can't weakness earth. pelts. You do not have an earth move. Oh goody, you have a group attack. See, that's how normal fights should go. Okay, so I'm not getting up there yet. Wonderful. Of course it's like this. Weren't meant to attack him. Piece of crap. Again, really? Oh my fucking god. Lay off him for 2 fucking seconds. Right, and she's down as well. Wonderful. You know what? Fuck you two in particular. God, I wish this had a normal fucking leveling system. Much more powerful. Deal with this shit. Gilded mail. Hello. Back door into this area. Who are you? Errand boys? Huh? Don't get in the way. Time to cut these trees and make space for the camp to expand. Doing this alone will take some time, though.
The river's water doesn't seem to have any special properties. I wonder how it preserved this body so well. The body so well.
You probably made the discovery of the century. Hey, who are you? Away with you!
You can find numerous giant skeletons in the Katara Mountains, but we never found such a well-preserved specimen. Looks almost alive. You'd think it'd rise at any moment.
Kind of worried this might be a boss fight. It's a unique monster. Let's play to the heroes of Blue. Don't have any sacred water. My god, I need sacred water. Okay, that's a hero shrine. Nothing over here, right here. Stick to water. Lowering the bar, that's what I'm doing. How do you actually make it through Katara on your own, Sienna?
Avoiding danger is my talent.
It doesn't seem to have quite worked out so far.
Let's call it a run of bad luck. Granted, in Katara, Lisbon with magical abilities helped me.
Lisbon who knows magic.
Neat.
I should check up first. Speak to wind. so much better. Give me the moves I actually want to use, making them yellow so I can lower the bar. I ain't gonna be able to go to the left, am I? Big old cutscene on the fight up there. See it coming a mile away. Out to the right, I mean. Can't actually get to the left from going down here, but still annoying. Okay. I'm fucked. Doesn't have the ability for me to run away. Okay, come on, kill me. Actually, it might, I just don't know the button. I'll be. Right. So this is an insanely dangerous area. Finally figured out how to run away. Let's go trigger the obvious boss fight then. Let's be safe first, not to be idiots. Let me go to the sides, are you? Huh? Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, it's not like I can explore over here. Look at you. I'll show you. Let me go into the direction of the giant dragons that can fucking one-shot me. But nope, not this way. In my ass. Dormant. So, this is your hometown, Tormund.
Yes, the main capital of Tyrion, where the rain never ends. Well, it actually ends sometimes. The days are far and few between. The city is so gloomy, makes me want to go to a bar and get a drink.
Or have a hot bath. Hey, come with me, fast! Prince Frederick is about to give a speech in front of the palace, but it's about the rumours.
Speech. Let us go there as well.
Do you think the rumours are true? Apparently an airship returned from Fransport with an injured general. Heard something about an assassination.
Do you think Ascania planned to betray the treaty? We've been waiting for almost an hour now. Shouldn't we just head straight into the palace?
Now that you've said that, here they come.
Look at how many people came despite the weather. I can't wait to see their faces when they hear the terrible news. Maybe I should go down to get a better look.
Keep your emotions at bay, Lady Elena. Remember your position. Strict as always, my dear General Gaston. Same goes for you. The people might get the wrong ideas seeing you laughing in the face of such terrible news. All right, General Killjoy. Besides, I think most of them already heard the rumours. They truly spread fast. Have you finished your small talk?
Oh, my prince.
Then let me have my word. Let me have a word now. Citizens of Tormund, I come before you with important news. News that weighs heavily upon my heart. I ask you, for how many years have we watched our families and friends being murdered? For how many generations have our homeland been plundered and ravaged? While our enemies were being fed by foreigners, we had to endure hunger and suffering. We may share Valandis with Escania and Gravos, but it is not the same blood that flows through our veins. A year ago the tide turned. We conquered Windshire and defeated Gravos. Because we all worked together, because we did not give up. But Gravos, in its devious ways, did not endure this, and not only killed hundreds of Tyrian soldiers in the explosion, but also sacrificed its own people. Is this what passes as honour in Valandis? Ascania's idea of ethics and morals is no less devious, which is why the decision to sign a peace treaty 1 year ago was difficult for me. But I did not want any more of our soldiers to die. I did not want our citizens to starve any longer. To this day I am firmly convinced that it was the right decision. But today, word from Fransport has reached us. Our Chancellor and soldiers have been murdered. During the peace ceremony, troops from Ascania executed Chancellor Edgar and some of our brave soldiers. Only General Matthew could escape and bring us the word. So the rumours are true after all. Can we accept this? No. I have no choice but to take up arms again. The war that I wanted to avoid at all costs will continue. For this I need your support, people of Tyrann. I can promise you one thing though. You will not experience famine or misery anymore, because this war will be ended quickly. With the annexation of Winshire, we acquired the weapon that devastated the area a year ago. You hear correctly. The most powerful weapon in the world is now in our possession. Behold, the Grand Grimoire.
This is the weapon that can destroy an entire city? Terrifying. It looks so harmless.
If it belongs to us, then nobody will mess with us anymore.
There it is. Killian, it's the same stone.
Yes, that is the Grand Grimoire that destroyed Winshire. Contrary to the prince's words, it was not used by Gravos back then. It had always been in Tyrann's possession.
What?
How would you know that? Why didn't you tell me that you knew that about the stone? I knew about it, but I didn't have any more information than you do. Sorry, Glenn. With this weapon, we can destroy the entire Armada with one blow, and bring this war to an early end. Rest assured, people of Tyrann, this war will end soon, and we will be the victors.
Why does the prince show the Grimoire in public?
Making people feel assured, and the rumors will probably intimidate the enemies. Yeah.
Hey, let's hurry to the palace. I must speak with him. Matthew is a miserable liar.
So Victor, about the Grimoire. Sorry, I didn't mention it earlier. The Grand Grimoire is one of the reasons I'm in Valandis. I'll make it up to you. There's someone I would like you to meet. But first, let us escort the princess safely to the palace. Dear sister, thanks be to fate, you are well. Words can't describe how relieved I am. At last, all those sleepless nights are over. Please tell me, where have you been?
I'm sorry, Frederick. It was not my intention to cause you grief.
I should be angry, but now that you are back with me, I just can't. Your companions have my deepest gratitude. If it were any other day, I would have arranged a big banquet for your return. But with the war ahead, we must set an example to the citizens.
Do not worry. I have had enough of banquets anyway. Frederick, I have an important matter to discuss with you. I was present at the banquet in Fransport and saw what happened there. It was not the soldiers from Ascania who attacked our men. It was a wild demon.
You're not telling us anything new.
What do you mean?
Sir Matthew told us about it. His report of the evening was very detailed. General Matthew, why don't you tell it yourself?
Matthew.
Very well. As the princess explained, there was an attack on the banquet by a demon, but even the strongest beast had no chance in the presence of the best knights of Valandis. The monster was quickly put down, but the real monster appeared only afterwards. Ascania showed its true colours. Chancellor Sigurd had our men, and Chancellor Edgar assassinated in the chaos of the attack. Our men were killed by the swords of Ascania. I am sure they would have blamed the demon, but I was able to escape and carry the truth to you, my prince.
This is a lie.
How can you be sure that I'm lying, with all the confusion that was going on there?
Hold your tongue, wretched traitor. Do not trust him. I saw you with my own eyes. You gave the robbers the order to kill Lady Parnella. And that is not the end of it, Lord. Bleh. And that is not the end of it, Lord Brother. After the banquet, I hurried home through Kotara. Do you know who stood in my way? This man, who even tried to kill me.
With all due respect, That is not true. What do you say? Why do you say that? First you claim that I am lying about the banquet, and now you are trying to slander me. Prince, please do not listen to her. She seems confused. You have been away a long time, Celestia. Let us talk later. It's best if you go to your room now and freshen up. For your companions, I will provide the best rooms in town and will reward them generously tomorrow.
Frederick, this is not the right time for you to take care of my well-being. This war is based on a lie.
I see your point. I promise you we'll talk more about it tonight. But now, please get some rest. Please, do not ask me to do this again, Prince. It breaks my heart to lie to the princess. And it would break hers if she knew that her brother is very well aware that Sir Matthew took care of the Chancellor. Your truth is more to what... Your truth is more useful to us than my sister's. You performed your role surprisingly well, General Matthew. Thank you, my prince. One could think my sister is the real liar. Not for the fact that she is the most honest person in Valandis. I agree. Matthew, step forward. Prince, remove your armor. My armor? Are my words unclear? I don't understand. As you said, my sister is the most honest person in Valandis. And my sister claims that a demon invaded the banquet, and it is exactly what happened, right? Yes, as we already know. If my sister tells of a group of dwarves that are singing an ode to the moon on top of this tower, then there is a group of dwarves standing on top of this very tower and are giving away the most beautiful ode to the moon. Prince? And when my sister claims that you tried to kill her, you actually did try. Wait, please. She just said that to discredit my statements. So my sister is a liar after all. No, I mean, in this case. Prince. Luck seems to be on your side today, General. Normally I'd have them slit your throat. But since your statement is the foundation for this war, our people would be skeptical if I had to explain that you were executed after your return. I'm sorry. Please, I meant no harm to Tyrion. But the people will certainly not be skeptical when I tell them that General Matthew came back from this bloody banquet with only one arm and one eye. No! Ah! The Victor said he will bring someone who can tell me more about the Grimoire. It has been an hour already. Lena and Killian went into the city. Rob and Lenny stayed at the castle. Too nervous to wait here. Maybe I should take a look around the city as well.
There's nothing better than sitting here, reading a book and drinking a cup of hot tea while the rain falls against the window.
Woohoo! Sacred water! About fucking time. Two or three places I can use that now. Say the Ascanians like to party, but when it comes to drinking, nobody can beat us. Pickled onions with lots of sugar. The onion liquor is the hidden Tyrion. Another shot of onion liquor. God, that sounds horrible. The constant rainfall and dark atmosphere take its toll on our spirits. We in Tormund are considered to be particularly melancholic. give me a marker that says I can open the door. What's Killian doing there? Oh, it's you, Glenn. Did Sir Victor return? Not yet. What are you doing here? Taking in the scenery while the rain has stopped. Still can't believe it. Grand Grimoire is right under our noses. And? What do you mean, and? It's the reason we're here. Wanted to know more about it. Who had placed it in Winshire back then? Above all, why? What then? I'm sorry, what do you mean? What do you plan to do with this knowledge? What's this about? You don't know, do you? I know what you want. You want the stone for yourself. I want to change this world. Having such a weapon would be helpful. Even though you know what it's capable of? Do you find it despicable? The Grimoire kills people. This sword here does the same, and yet we wield it every day for our cause. You can wield a sword and choose your targets. The Grimoire obliterates everything. Don't get me wrong, every human life is precious to me. And just look back. We are walking on a mountain built of corpses. The blood of many is on our hands. Blood of people who are ready to die for their cause. We do not kill the innocent. If possible, we would not want to use the Grimoire. It is much more useful as a scare tactic than a weapon anyway. Enemies will throw their weapons at the miss. Enemies will throw their weapons away at the mere sound of the name. Remember how our enemies feared the band of the Iron Bull? Do you know the reason why I want to change this world? No. I come from a merchant family. We were quite wealthy, but since dealing with money is frowned upon where I come from, we were not very influential. We had a big house, servants, always clean clothes and enough food, but all this did not protect us from the world outside. My younger sister went out riding one day and the horse went wild. It raced through half the city until it finally stumbled in the harbour district, fell to the ground and broke its leg. My sister sought help in an area that even in broad daylight was visited only by scoundrels. Weak and completely on her own, she could not defend herself when they came for her. Dozens of men threw themselves on her one after the other. Killian. A butler found her in a gutter hours later. She had fallen into a coma. I was so angry that I rode into the harbour that same evening to look for the culprits. But who was I supposed to find? Half the neighbourhood had taken advantage of her. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't seen her for years, but from letters my parents sent me I know she is still sleeping. Glenn. I was a very liberal person whose greatest role model was Alfred, with the band of the White Dragon. A man who achieved fame with his mercenaries, and at one point was as powerful as the armies of the greatest kingdoms. Since he came from common folks, he tried to abolish the royal houses and establish democracy. I wanted to be like him, and after the incident with my sister, even more so. I could have felt anger for the common rabble, but I did not. I did not want to fight the lower class, but rather the causes that made them this way. Blech. I set myself the goal that if my sister ever woke up from her coma, she would look into a new world. A better world that I created with my own hands. And for that, I must make use of different means. Like the Grand Grimoire? Like the Grand Grimoire. First thing your sister will see when she wakes up is not the beautiful world you have created, but the monster her brother has become. Don't worry, you will never get to that stone away anyway. These are just empty words, Glenn. Well,
Due to the heavy rain, the people of Tolman decided to build an entire city underground.
Valandis is well known for its ores. You only get the hardest and shiniest ore ones here. God, I really wish there was a sell all button. With all this rain, you need some good clothes to keep you dry. These greedy traders. Now that we're at war again, they immediately raise the cost of food. These are not leftovers from the food market. Use these bones to upgrade your stuff. I'm selling random stuff. Maybe there's something for you here. Selling material. Look at you. You need some upgrades for your equipment. Check out my leather weapons. The best weapons of Valandis are found in Tormund, I swear. Really like to check it against the stuff everyone else has got then. Nothing better than sturdy Tyrian armor. We'll get even with them We'll get even with them in Ascania. We've had enough of this everlasting war. The Grand Grimoire will crush them all. Why are there so many people standing here? They're outraged by food costs. War has just been declared and they're already charging triple the price.
Once the king tried to ban alcohol during wartime, we were supposed to concentrate more on killing than on drinking. And it worked, except for the fact that people were killing themselves instead of the enemy.
Yeah, I suppose I could go for a burger. Or could go for a burger. Yeah. How do I get you, little doggy? People are complaining that we raised the prices after the war was announced. Not us who makes the prices, it's the demand. started building this underground city before the war, which means they started over 150 years ago. Had to stop though and never picked it back up. The falls below our unfinishing plot. Sometimes I wonder how much deeper it goes.
Can I help you? Would you like some tea or maybe some coffee? Perhaps you would like to use the toilet, or maybe you want to sleep in my bed. No? Then why did you barge into my house uninvited, huh? Get lost, you impudent vermin.
You're not a member of the guild, so leave me alone.
Letter from the Adventurous Guild in Fransport. Let me see. Oh, wonderful. So you are our newest recruits. Congratulations. Must have been difficult to pass Katara in these dire times. Don't worry, you can now count on us from here on out. From here on. We offer you plenty of services. Firstly, you can use our shop. There's some unique items, and you can find plenty of materials to upgrade your equipment. Second, you can get useful hints on how to find certain unique monsters. Third, we will pay you for how many different unique monsters you have defeated. Just speak to me to get your rewards. Happy adventuring!
You need some hints on how to find new unique monsters? Since you're a member of the guild, you will find helpful adventurers on your travels who will share their info with you. The Adventurous Guild is run mostly by Pulko, Nisvan, and Hummus. You need anything? Oh, thank God, they're better items. Fucked are them?
Hello there. You defeated Tak the Yak. Nice job. Keep up the good work. Hello there. So leaping is leaping no more, eh? Keep up the good work. Hello there. Keeping up the good work. There.
I'm not sure you've noticed, but there are invisible bridges in Katara. You can find one in the central area and another one in the forest southeast. I wonder who built them. You want to check them out? Oh, there's nothing to find there. I already checked. Ah. They're just invisible bridges. Unique monsters have special conditions that make them appear. If they still don't appear, make sure to leave and enter the area again. Have you heard of the Tome of Fiends? You can get them through deals. With their knowledge, you might be able to get new loot from sky armorings, such as Skill Ram. Now you are a new part of the guild. Welcome. If you have any questions, just ask around here.
War is always the top priority everywhere in the world. I mean, which invention do you think first found its way to Tormund? A common umbrella or a sky armor? Shockingly, the sky armor came before the umbrella. Hard to believe, isn't it?
I'm gonna lose my fucking voice. Stream of water in Tormund is unremitting. You could use the energy to run engines. Believe it or not, already applied for a patent, but thanks to the constant war, I haven't been able to start with production yet.
My son wants to study, but the taxes are too high. You can't possibly save enough money. Only the war would end.
No, wrong way. They say that the rain is the tears of the gods who pity us. Gidink. That just looks weird. Hmm.
fresh air will do you good, Father.
But now tell me, why did you leave the castle? Where have you been all this time?
The walls of this palace were suffocating. I'm a princess, not a nun. I set out to look beyond the walls, to see what we have been fighting for all these years.
And what did you find?
Are you really interested in it? I thought you only cared for this war.
You portray me as a bloodthirsty warlord, which I am not. Besides, we shouldn't talk like this in front of Father.
Then go and see for yourself what lies over the walls, what people talk about, what they wish and hope for. You know that I told the truth about the banquet, don't you?
Of course. I believe you have seen the demon, but you certainly couldn't have noticed everything.
I ask again. You know I was telling the truth. And you accept the lie.
I accept what Tyrann needs most. It will be over quickly.
I guess it will.
They give him a few more weeks. It's good that you came back. You can't show it, but I'm sure Father is happy that you're back with us.
Father. Hands are so rough.
His hands?
I remember them, tall yet gentle, loving hands that lifted me into the sky as a little girl. They're so rough now, like the hands of a knight swinging his sword. They probably always have been. His hands held the sword more often than his daughter, after all.
I think I have some time until Sir Victor returns. I wonder how Lenny is feeling. The day has been hard on her. Maybe I can pay her a visit. That is, if they let me into the castle. Once the war is over, I'll save up and buy my own house. Yeah. That's all the treasure chests, yeah. I imagine it is. You're grateful that you brought our Highness back. Prince Frederick hasn't been himself after she vanished.
Now that the princess is back, I'm going to make an extra effort to keep the palace in good shape. Place in good shape. Blech, whatever. Look, you dropped all the good dishes. Don't think because you've just returned that I'm going to handle you with kid gloves. You will make up for all the work you've missed. Do you understand? Answer me, what kind of behaviour is this? I hope you remember your status. You're at court by order of His Majesty the King. You have no more rights than a common servant.
Yes, I'm sorry. Landis' greatest pride was once the major academy of Nisha, and even today people speak of it with fervour. Before that, Landis was an isolated place with only a few mining villages. The reason why the founders of Nisha chose such a random location to open the greatest academy of all time is still a mystery. Perhaps the students were not supposed to be distracted by other things. Who knows?
Scientifically and technologically speaking, Landis lags a century behind the neighbouring countries. The resources were spent on the war. One might think that at least the war machinery will be up to date. Fiddlesticks. After 150 years of war, the coin master was happy to find enough money to pay the soldiers and keep the old machines running. Recently, however, we have received a few more modern machines. Wonder what deal Prince Frederick has struck, and with whom. The soldiers around His Highness call the Grand Grimoire the weapon of the gods. I wonder which gods they mean. The old ones, the Church's one god, or the great gods? Maybe they mean the 7 true kings. At least with the 7 true kings, their existence is scientifically proven. Hasn't Nadile, the dragon, is sleeping on this very continent.
Let me go this way or not? Probably not. Nope. You're the one who returned to Her Highness, right? I've been told you're allowed to visit her, but this area is off limits, you understand? That actually says that. Yep, off limits. And off limits. Okay.
The princess is a sweetheart. He has a sympathetic ear for everyone.
Blech. What are you staring at? Be gone.
Watch your tongue. He is the princess's guest. Apologize.
Sorry.
Let me have a map of the area. I'm glad Her Highness got home safely. You've all missed her around here. Who goes? What are you doing here? Is it about the reward? My brother will take care of it tomorrow.
No, it's here to visit you. See how you're doing.
You are? This is kind of you. Thank you.
I had no idea you were so interested in art. So talented too.
Nothing but a pointless pastime.
They all show the same motif. Huge tree on a floating island. What is this place?
Place I have to go to.
That you have to go to?
It might sound silly, but it follows me in my dreams. It appears in my mind's eye and wants me to visit it. I don't know where it is though. I see it in memories, and not mine. I tried to capture it on paper to get an answer, but it doesn't seem to work.
Your echo then?
My echo?
Remember how Dimbard explained to us that after death, the soul leaves the body and dissolves into the maelstrom? My mother once told me sometimes the soul doesn't completely dissolve. If these remnants flow into a new living being, it is possible that one keeps memories of the previous life.
You mean to tell me this place in the paintings is an echo from my previous life?
Maybe. This place could have been your home.
I wonder if I had a better life then. I know I shouldn't complain. People are suffering all over the realm, and here I am protected from all that. But still I'm so unhappy. Makes me feel ashamed.
I think everyone has their own problems to deal with. Don't think you can weigh that.
I wish I wasn't born a princess. Tell me, Glenn, why do these rooms here feel so much tighter than anywhere else?
Her eyes are so cold when she talks to me, yet with him. This boy seems pretty close to the princess. You do not look pleased. Sir Gawain. He is one of their companions. An interesting boy, I must say. He is the only one who did not want gold as a reward. What then? Information about the Grand Grimoire. Who would voluntarily forego a reward in gold? Is he a spy? A rather simple-minded one when he asks us directly to our faces about the Grimoire. We should take care of him, but not in the princess's presence. While you are at it, deal with the whole troop. As you command. General Godfrey has returned, by the way. Very good. Start the procedure immediately. I will, after the general has sobered up. Do not wait too long. We must not give Ascania too much time. I can do without the curves. They are unnecessary.
Oh, come on. They are the most deadly weapons of all.
That depends on where you use them.
Where? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, your Catania with a curved blade is suitable for slash attacks that cause a deep cut. They're not suitable for thrust attacks. However, if every soldier in Valandis is running around in heavy armor, the thrust is more effective than a slash, making the greatsword superior to the katana.
In Valandis, for all I care, they still live in the past. White armor is on the retreat. The only thing that justifiably wears such armor nowadays is a sky armor, and believe me, you do not want to face them with a greatsword.
Saw him. Sir Victor's coming. You act like a kid waiting for his parents, Glenn.
Well, I do hope he brings the reward. I'm already getting grey hair.
Prince Frederick said we'll be given it tomorrow. Sir Victor. There you all are. This is supposed to be the best inn in town. You got screwed. The ale tastes like piss. I'll keep amber ale. Ah, disgusting. It's bland, watery aroma. One more. No, wait. Bring me 3 right now. It's going down like water.
Who is this guy?
Good friend, the real reason why I'm in Vatlandis. This is Cameron, a scientist at the court of Tyrann. And this one here is Bathraz, also a friend of mine who helps me out with the more dangerous stuff.
It's you. What are you doing here?
Oh, you know each other? Looks like you made it to Tormund. We're surprised. We?
If your goal was torment anyway, why didn't you accompany me till the end, huh?
You do remember that we're working for money. If you can't pay us, why should we act as your bodyguards?
Is that all you can think of? I hope you have deep pockets, Sir Victor.
Like Sienna is any different. Anyway, you will accompany me through Valandis. Can we focus on the main topic? Of course. Sorry that I didn't tell you about this before, but the real reason I'm in Valandis is the Grand Grimoire. And I'm here telling you this because we need your help.
Victor, are you sure this is a good idea? Sure, they might be experienced fighters, but we can find others in the Adventurers Guild.
I trust them.
Doesn't mean that we have to explain everything to them. We need their muscle, not their brains.
Cameron, what's this all about now? I explained it to you earlier and you agreed to it. No, don't keep us in suspense.
All right. I will take the time to answer your questions, at least while these cups are still full.
Cameron is responsible for the Grand Grimoire and has been studying it for several years.
Nasty thing. Contains endless secrets and has tremendous destructive power.
You've seen what it is capable of, which is why Cameron and I want to destroy it. You want to destroy the Grimoire?
The Grand Grimoire is the weapon of the gods. No man should ever hold it in their hands. We must destroy it before more lives are lost.
I will help you. Then wait for the explanation first. And keep your voices low. If anyone finds out about this, we'll be hanging from the gallows.
So, what do you want to know about?
What exactly is the Grand Grimoire?
It's the more powerful version of an ordinary Grimoire. These gems are able to store and release energy. They can be found in old geological layers, generally formed in places with high ether deposits. The largest Grimoire found in nature is as big as a thumb. However, the Grand Grimoire is the size of a fist. We do not believe that it was created naturally.
Someone created it?
We do not know, but a similar stone is mentioned in the history of the Fifth Epoch. The gods used it as a weapon to destroy entire regions and to initiate the apocalypse.
Luckily they refrained from doing so, so that we humans are still alive in the Seventh Epoch.
Exactly, but we are not here for history lessons. Do you have any further questions? What do you want to know about?
Where did the stone come from?
In old text of the Fifth Epoch, it is briefly referred to as the weapon of the gods, but then it is no longer mentioned. Until about 5 years ago, the stone laid in Tyrion's treasure chamber. There it was kept as a mere piece of jewelry, until Gwyn discovered its potential.
Gwyn? He was also in the throne room, a man with the white hair and different coloured eyes. Gwyn is the prince's advisor and a colleague of Cameron. He is also an old acquaintance of mine. We both studied in Nisha. So, this man is an Anar. Unfortunately, he does not share Cameron's concerns for the stone's power. He is trying to use it for this war as effectively as possible.
We ran experiments with the stone 5 years ago. Its power was frightening. I spoke out against its use, but the king and the council were unanimously against me. And then what happened with Windshare?
Why was the stone there? Tyrion had defeated Gravos and taken the city. The place was crawling with their own soldiers.
Honestly, I don't know why the prince kept it there and what he intended to do with it. Now the stone is back in Tormund and will be used in the upcoming battle.
And this is certain?
Yes, preparations are being made right now. So, what do you want to know about?
How do we destroy it?
This is the problem. We do not know. The Grand Grimoire is used by smashing it. This triggers a tremendous explosion. Only in a radius of 3 meters around the stone, nothing happens in order to protect the user.
That's why Killian and I survived the explosion.
Afterwards, the gemstone reassembles itself and can be used again, which means you cannot destroy it in any normal way. That is all your questions. Now, it just so happens that a few weeks ago I made a little progress, and therefore called Victor to Valandis. The royal house keeps a list of all the gifts that are given to the king on various occasions. On such a list I actually found the rainbow-coloured grimoire. A monk named Nal Kilbar from the Kindreld monastery brought it as a gift more than 50 years ago.
And this monk is probably no longer alive, but the monastery still exists.
And that's where you come in.
You plan to go there and want us to accompany you.
Exactly. The monastery is located in the east and has been abandoned for decades. Instead of monks, there are now monsters living there. We need some capable adventurers to protect us from them.
All the while, you are searching for information about the Grand Grimoire in this Nal Kilbar. Yes, information such as where did the stone come from and how did it come into the possession of this monk? You might even find a way to destroy it. We'll help you. You don't need to pay us.
Hey. Speak for yourself. The stone's not my concern. Without a reward, I ain't lifting a finger.
That reasoning sounds familiar.
But why are you telling us all this? Don't you put yourself in danger by sharing such explosive information?
I do not understand this either.
I have my reasons. I just can't name them. I'm sorry. Doesn't matter. Thanks to your trust, you'll have gained a new comrade in arms. Let me help you.
What was that? I swear I saw someone outside the window.
Stop! You there at the table.
What is it?
Drop your weapons and surrender. You are under arrest.
What? For what reason?
You should know it all too well, spies.
There must be a misunderstanding.
Do you know who you're talking to? The gallows away. Move, now! Looks like we will have to find fight our way out. I haven't even finished my ale. Oh boy. Alright, what do we got? The spell. Formation.
That doesn't do.
they're here. They couldn't have known about our meeting here.
They called us spies. Didn't Glenn ask the prince for information about the grimoire as a reward?
Yes, but is that a problem?
Hailing from transport. Hailing from transport and collecting information about a super weapon. Maybe that was not the smartest idea.
You honestly asked about the stone?
No more talking. Let's leave this place and head for the monastery.
But we have not negotiated the payments yet.
Then stay here if you prefer. The gallows are free.
Stop right there, spies! You cannot escape! This is the end of the line.
Maybe get tired of getting rats and kicked out for a while.
Dead end? Bloody hell, I can't go on anyway. Struggling's here.
Let us buy you some time. Move on.
Stop!
Stop this immediately.
Stay out of this, or else... Princess?
Leave them alone. They are my guests.
Unfortunately, we cannot do that. We have orders from the general to arrest them.
You dare to put the word of the general above that of your princess? Begone, I command you, base-born knaves.
Let's go and report this to the general, or we'll be in trouble.
Lenny,
Oh, Princess, my goodness, you have my gratitude.
No need. We overheard your conversation at the inn.
You have? Princess, you must not misunderstand. I do not want to betray Tyrion, it's just that the Grand Grimoire is too dangerous.
I know. You may continue to follow your plan, and I will not tell anyone about it, but only under one condition.
And what is that?
You take Rob and me with you.
Are you crazy? I mean, that's impossible, Princess.
Then I cannot let you go.
why do you want to come?
The world outside is calling for me. I don't want to stay here, waiting for my brother to shatter Valandis into pieces. I'd rather stop him now than collect the shards of a broken kingdom later. For Valandis and its people, I must act.
Princess, as you have already noticed, is a capable fighter who wields magic.
Rob's skill as a ranger will certainly be useful to us.
I would rather not involve the princess in a dangerous journey such as this.
I know. But you do not have a choice. You either take me with you, or you stay here. It is not a request, but a command from your princess. That's certainly a new character trait I hear there.
Alright, then in Rob, we'll head out together. The monastery is located in the northeast of the flower fields of Perpetua. If we have preparations to make in Tormund, we should proceed unobtrusively. It is possible that the soldiers will return. Then let's move quickly. Not seen such a fire in your eyes for a long time. I'm going to close the deal with the Grimoire. Hands are trembling with excitement. There. What about you, Sienna?
Yeah, I'm tagging along. It wouldn't be wise to stay here. Also, I haven't got my reward yet. Let's discuss the payment on our way out, Sir Victor.
Of course, my dear Sienna. Let's head out now then. We must leave the city and move through the northeast of the forest. Ugh. Right. Stop it, why do I fucking want it? Where shall I stick Bethras though? Go this way now, or are you still gonna stop me? Hooray! I should find it. What are you? Cookies? Fuck. Didn't actually mean to attack there. everyone. Okay, now what? Annoying. Root to water. You don't actually have a water attack. Oh, 722 damage. Yeah, that was worth it. Still doesn't get me up the area at the back though, but whatever. Fairly nasty. And there's the treasure. Why do you get to go first? Ugh. No, you do not knock him down, piece of shit. Christ knows all the way fucking over there. It's bloody annoying. You just fucking do what you're told. Not fuck me around. Recharge this bloody gauge. Stop fucking attacking. Damn choice. It'll knock me back into the red though, isn't it? Piece of shit. Can't fucking play fair. Ugh. Wait, attacked by Earth, and I have no fucking Earth attack. Stop it. Stop it. You know what would be lovely here would be fucking heal all in yellow. Fucking wonderful. No, I bitch. Have to go into fucking red to bloody well do any fucking thing when I don't fucking want to without having a fucking talent. Kill half my fucking party if I bloody well do that. Fine. It'll be annoying. It's gonna be annoying. Get the fuck up! There, and now you're all dead. Don't be such a fucking cunt in the future. Then I'll die when I attack you. Alright, how could she run her kingdom afoul so soon? I fear she would get wanderlust again and disappear, right the same evening she arrived. Apparently, Sir Victor and his companions had put strange ideas into the princess's head. Apparently. General Guston. Prince. Bring Celestia back to me, and remove her carriage from this world. Yes, sir. What about him? Is General Godfrey accepting the power? Everything's working out as calculated. The Grand Grimoire is rich in features. Does anyone else know about it, Cameron? Don't worry about him. He is simple-minded and does not even know a fraction of the secrets behind the stone. Keep up the good work. And so everything is taking its course, my love.
Very impressive.
The weapon is ready, and only the key is missing. The grave of Lady Rayna will be opened soon.
Aren't you worried about that red-haired boy?
My old friend Victor is at his side. He will take care of him.
Does he know who that boy is?
Certainly. That's why he lets himself be accompanied by him. It is only a matter of time before his echo is awakened. Ah, this is where I'm meant to go. And you said we would travel through some flower fields. Certainly expected something different than a swamp.
Well, it wasn't always like this. In my younger days, I took the girls here on dates. You could see thousands of flowers in every direction.
What happened? Windshire lies east of here. Although this area was spared by the explosion a year ago, the Grand Grimoire's repercussive effects still reach this area. Grand Grimoire did this? Yes, corrupted the flow of ether in this area. Every animal or plant living here was mutated. Only within 1 year? That's... Please, let's hurry. Where is it? Things to be taken care of. Would you like to play to the heroes of Leonardo? Finally have some sacred water. And greet ye, adventurers of Alandis. My voice echoing through thy heart shall bestow upon thee the power of ages long gone by. Prove thyself worthy, and thou shalt receive the gift. Ye have mastered the challenge, brave warriors, and proven thyself worthy. Accept the emblem offered by Matian the warrior. Now go forth, brave warriors, and curious adventurers, for thee are the future of Eldera. Yay. And what do you give? Okay. I'll swing. Back up. Defense gain HP. Right. Anyway, that is going to be all for now. That was a ton of voice acting. More than I expected. Although I really should have expected it. Really should have. Keeps blocking me off from areas I want to explore. Really annoying. I'll probably start tomorrow with a little look around some other places. See if I can go there or not. I doubt I can. I'll be forced back onto the main story railroad. But yeah, that will be all for now. Bye!